area that we are watching is the northwestern Caribbean and the southern Bay of Campeche for possible development. Now, this is fairly new. If you were with us yesterday, it wasn't on the map. National Hurricane Center also watching it today, as are we, Michael. It is just outside of the Yucatan Peninsula. This does mean heavy rain for places like Cancun, Belize. But then the area to watch is right in that pocket, that little bowl, the Bay of Campeche, right in the southern portion of the Gulf of America, where we could see some development. If it finds a pocket, not a lot of winds, we could see some development here. But I think the rain is going to be a big story for us no matter what here.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because you look at Belize right there, and again, there's a cluster of showers and thunderstorms. We're expecting those thunderstorms to move over the Yucatan just south of Cancun and Cozumel. So cruise plans which might be stopping off at there, I think we're going to be doing okay. But once that energy moves into the southern Gulf of America, that's the Bay of Campeche is what we call that, that's when we could see this thing actually tap into non-hostile winds aloft or higher in the atmosphere. So you don't have anything that's going to decapitate the storm. There's a couple of pulses which might try to, you know, wreck this thing. But we'll see if that comes to fruition. And then, Craig, you look at the water temperatures, and let me tell you something. You want to put a pool in front of me with 80-degree water?
Yeah.
Guess what I'm doing? Cannonball. And that's exactly what that X area is going to do in the Bay of Campeche.
Right there.
Look at these water temperatures, Craig. They're in the 80s.
Yeah, no kidding. That is high-octane fuel for these storms. You just need it to be 80 degrees or better. There hasn't been a whole lot of the trade winds that have moved through here, which sometimes drag the water and bring some of the cooler water from down below that up to the surface. This is just non-existent right here for that little corner. So that's, you know, we got a strong pocket to work with. How about the rest of the area? You see a couple of tropical waves coming through the MDR, the main development region off the coast of Africa. Well, guess what? There's a lot of dust with them. And dust is no good for storms. Of course, dry air, you need moisture. The winds are pretty hostile, especially closer just to the north of the area we're watching, over into portions of the Caribbean as well as some of those trade winds. Here's the trade winds I was talking about, Michael, in the Caribbean, dragging some of the water.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because you think about like blowing, if you have like a soup and you have a little spoon and you kind of blow on a soup.
It's a good way to talk about
it. Yeah, it kind of cools the soup down.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the trade winds do as well. So you get a lot of ocean upwelling. So cooler water.
Great way to describe it.
Don't like that.
Great way to describe it.